The Star Wars Battlefront Bespin DLC has arrived. So, is it better than the previous Outer Rim DLC? Does it justify the Season Pass purchase, or a solo purchase of itself? Is it fun? Let's discuss. The Bespin DLC came out 2 days ago. I planned on finalizing this video much sooner, but every time I launched the game with the goal of recording footage for a match or two, I'd end up playing for hours and hours. I'm not complaining, of course. This DLC pack, and the coupled patch that is available for all players and not just DLC owners, is some of the best content you can find in Battlefront. It is insanely fun. The Cloud City setting, while I didn't expect it to be, might actually be my favorite map setting in the entire game. The exterior map for modes like Supremacy and Walker Assault are amazing. It's simple, it's urban combat. There's an equal opportunity for both snipers and in-your-face confrontation. Cloud City looks amazing, sleek, clean. Of course everything in Battlefront looks amazing, right? There's just something fun about waging a digital war inside of an urban environment, no matter what game it is. But because this is Cloud City, it just adds another notch to the fun factor. I didn't know exactly how Walker Assault would work on Cloud City, but I have to say, I'm super impressed. The only downside that I saw, and maybe it's just me, but when it came time to fire at the AT-AT, I'd often find myself on the other side of a giant building, unable to run around it in time to make my shots on the AT-AT. Granted, if my team had done a better job securing Y-wing bombing runs and holding the points, I would have had more time to get some shots off. But occasionally I'd spawn in front of a big old skyscraper of a building, and then the AT-AT becomes vulnerable, and I'm unable to help my team. But that's not really a gripe, that's kind of an interesting aspect to this map. It's usually fairly easy to locate and fire at an AT-AT on other Walker Assault maps. Even right after you spawn, you can usually turn and start firing. If you die, you just respawn and you just turn a little bit and start shooting. The Cloud City Walker Assault map, on the other hand, definitely changes that up. So in a way, it might be considered a good thing. And it adds a little element of haste and franticness to the match. Overall, this map is insanely well done, for not only the look and feel of Cloud City, but the fluidity of its gameplay. Supremacy is a lot of fun on this map too. The locations of each point are well placed. And whether you're defending or attacking, you're sure to have a whole bunch of intense close quarters blaster battles. The Carbonite Freezing Chamber also looks awesome. It might be redundant to say things look good in this game at this point, but they do. As does the Administrator's Palace. Every location in this DLC feels unique and offers a really fluid aspect to this gameplay. The new game mode is called Sabotage. I started my game up not knowing what the hell Sabotage was, but it's quick to learn and a whole lot of fun. So the basic premise is that the rebels have to blow up Imperial generators that are powering a tractor beam. The Empire, of course, their mission is to defend these generators. If the rebels successfully destroy the generators, they have to get to and hold an extraction point and escape the map. These are some intense matches. The gameplay is fluid, the goal is clear, and holy shit, the thermal detonator spam is non-stop. Close quarters plus choke points equals a bunch of grenades being lobbed every couple of seconds, especially when the rebels have to hold the extraction point. It's chaos. And the ending of Sabotage, where the rebels do have to reach the extraction point and hold it, it kind of feels goofy. It kind of feels pointless. Like a little thing at the end of your mission that you have to accomplish. I don't know, it just feels unnecessary. Overall, the new game mode is a nice addition to the previous options. There are some wonderful edge-of-your-seat moments where you see the timer ticking, and you don't know if you can save the generator in time and flip that for the rebels. Sabotage, size-wise, feels in between Walker Assault and Blast. It's a nice middle ground. 32 players, constantly forcing you to jump from different locations on the map, keeping you in constant motion. The new star cards are meant to frustrate the hell out of you, and they do just that when you're on the receiving end. The shock grenade stuns for a moment and you have to rapidly press a button to escape its clutches. The Disruptor overheats the weapons of enemy soldiers, and the scout binoculars outlines enemy soldiers in red for your team to see for about 5 seconds. The shock grenade and the Disruptor are so insanely frustrating, but hey, they add a new element to the game, a new strategy for dealing with the enemy. I could do without the Disruptor. It just seems a bit goofy. I'm running, spot an enemy, begin to fire, and then my blaster overheats and I'm basically a deer in the headlights, trying to counter-strike bunny hop away from the incoming fire. It's the only thing in this DLC that when I see it used, I just kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, here we go, great, this is fun. I don't even want the Disruptor on my own team. It just seems goofy, a cheap little thing that will ultimately get people to rage on the chat. The Bowcaster is overpowered. The Disruptor is so cheap. While the DLC is fantastic, the patch that everyone gets, even the non-DLC owners, is a big improvement to the game. I usually don't say that about patches, because they're usually just little tweaks here and there, but there are some noticeable differences in this patch, and I think it improves the overall game. For instance, if you stay close to your partner, the cooldown on your star cards is reduced. This is visibly indicated if you see an exclamation mark over your partner's head. That means you're too far away. If you see a check mark, you're good to go and getting the reduced cooldowns. I like this. It encourages teamwork and sticking together. Another thing the patch changed is that when your partner gets killed, the player that killed your partner is briefly outlined in red. And even more partner changes were made, like the game doing a much better job assigning you a partner. It also notifies you when you no longer have a partner and when you're assigned a new partner. The reason for not being able to spawn on your partner is now given. Partner is in danger, out of bounds, or inside a vehicle, or even dead. The distance that prevents you from spawning on your partner has been reduced from 20 meters to 2 meters. These are all awesome changes. They encourage sticking together and push the idea of teamwork. Not to mention, it keeps the action constant and the game fluid. Updates and fixes to private matches have been made, team balancing has been improved. I mean, there's a slew of fantastic game updates that even if you don't have the DLC, you should fire up Battlefront again and check out the improvements. Oh, and one thing I absolutely hate. One thing that was implemented before the DLC came out, but I only ever saw it when I fired up Battlefront to play the DLC, is the rolling ability. The ability to duck and roll. I think it's dumb. You'll often end up firing at someone who is rolling around constantly like a gymnast. It just looks dumb, and I don't feel like it has a place in this game. Again, it's not a part of this DLC, it was added before the DLC came out, but it's just stupid. I played both Lando and Dengar when I first fired up the game. I guess I got lucky. There's no hero hunt in this DLC. But when I got lucky and was able to play Lando and Dengar, I wasn't recording footage at the time because I wanted to get a feel for everything first. And then over the next 2 days, I didn't pick up a single hero power-up. I take that back, I did. But Dengar was X'd out, unavailable to play, and I'm not too sure why. And the only hero the game allowed me to pick was Greedo. I tried to find more hero power-ups. Man, did I try. Like for 7 hours of gameplay, I didn't pick up a single hero power-up. It's kinda nuts. But when I did play Lando and Dengar, it was fun. I've said it before, I'm not really a fan of playing Force using heroes. I prefer the blaster wielding ones. So 2 new blaster wielding heroes is a nice addition to the arsenal. I know there's a knee-jerk reaction, a tendency among gamers to shy away from Battlefront and all of the new paid content. I get it. But I'm telling you, the Bespin DLC is fun. Even if you don't want to fork over cash to buy the entire season pass, I recommend buying it solo for what, like 15 bucks? It's worth it. All of the new character models and textures look great, the atmosphere is fantastic, the gameplay is intense and fluid, the new Sabotage mode is an awesome addition. Hell, I even enjoyed Fighter Squadron, a mode that I haven't really had fun in until now. The DLC surpassed my expectations. You all know I didn't really care for the Outer Rim DLC, so this was a nice surprise. The Bespin DLC is what I wanted, and even more fun than I was hoping for. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you playing Bespin? Are you enjoying it? Are you over it? Or are you still holding out because you think Battlefront is an incomplete game? HelloGreedo, out.
Rebel troopers have activated the uplink station.